Welcome to Finance Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling a tough one. How to get back on your feet after a major life crisis just turned your world upside down. When life throws you that kind of curveball, it can feel impossible, but I promise you there is a path forward.
So you're in the thick of it, right? Maybe a job loss, a sudden illness, a family emergency. The ground is just gone from under you. Before you even think about touching a calculator or a spreadsheet, what's the absolute first thing you should do?
And the answer, it might actually surprise you. It has absolutely nothing to do with money. The very first step is to stabilize your emotional state. Think about it like this. A paramedic at an accident scene. They don't start fixing the car, right? No, they stabilize the patient. And right now, you are the patient.
Okay, so that brings us to the immediate game plan. Let's talk about the first 30 days. This is all about triage and just getting your bearings. We're not trying to solve everything at once, not by a long shot. This is your financial first response.
We call this emotional triage, and it is so important. Trying to make big money decisions when you're panicked? Well, it's like trying to steer a ship through a Category 5 hurricane. It's just not going to work. You have to calm that internal storm first so you can actually think clearly.
All right, once you feel a little more grounded, it's time to get brutally honest with a financial snapshot. You need a clear inventory of what's actually coming in, where it's all going, and this is the big one: what is a non-negotiable need versus a want that you can cut for now?
And with that picture in hand, now you can build your temporary command center, the crisis budget. Let me be clear, this is not your forever budget. This is a bare-bones, wartime plan designed for one thing and one thing only: survival and regaining control. Look, this budget is all about forcing clarity. You list your income, whatever it is. You list your fixed costs, rent, mortgage, then your essentials like groceries and gas. And then you see that discretionary box? Subscriptions, eating out, all that stuff. For now, it gets slashed. The goal here is simple: stop the financial bleeding immediately.
Okay, so we've got cash flow under a bit of control. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room for so many people: debt. It is a huge source of stress, but there are proven strategic ways to start digging yourself out. I mean, if debt feels like you're literally being buried in an avalanche, you can't just flail around. You need the right tools to start clearing a path. This isn't about brute force, it is all about strategy. Let's dive into the two main approaches.
So, you've got two main paths here. The snowball method, that's all about psychology. You tackle the smallest debt first to get a quick win, which builds momentum. On the other hand, you've got the avalanche method. That's pure math. You attack the highest interest debt first, which saves you the most money. So what's better, a mental win or a financial one? The best plan is the one you'll actually do. It's your call. And listen up, because this is a total game changer. Do not hide from your lenders. Call them. Be proactive. So many have hardship programs that can lower your payments or even your interest rates for a while. A single proactive phone call can literally prevent a world of hurt down the line.
Hey, just a quick pause here. If you're finding this helpful, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. It really does motivate us to keep making these for you.
All right, so after you've stabilized things and you have a plan for the debt, it's time to rebuild your defenses. Your emergency fund. Think of it as your financial armor. It's what's going to protect you from the next unexpected blow.
Look, I get it. Saving 3 to 6 months of expenses when you're at zero feels absolutely impossible. So let's just forget that for now. Your first mission, goal number 1, is just a small, achievable starter fund, maybe $1,000. That little buffer, it's a huge psychological win. From there, you build. Small steps are everything.
And finally, please remember the most important rule of any crisis: you do not have to do this alone. You really don't. There are legitimate, professional resources out there just waiting to help you. And I'm not talking about some shady companies. These are reputable, nonprofit organizations. The NFCC, for example, can help you build a real debt plan. And government sites can connect you with benefits you might not even know you qualify for.
It's worth remembering that this whole thing, it's a journey. It truly is about diligence, patience, and resilience. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Every small step you take is building your financial strength and moving you forward.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question. Let's forget the whole mountain you have to climb for just a second. What is the one, tiny, totally manageable first step you can take right now, today, to get started?
Thanks so much for sticking with us. And hey, if you liked what you heard, don't forget to subscribe. It genuinely helps us out and lets us know we should keep posting more.